Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I'm going to be doing two beautiful readings for you today. The two cards that will be looked at is the card of peace from the Gaia Oracle, and also the Judgment card from the Art Nouveau Tarot. So, this week is a week about looking at something or discovering something that has been overlooked. I think I'd rather say that. And how to dissolve this unwanted and these disturbing thoughts. Now, you can do it psychologically, I guess. You could talk yourself out of it or down from it. Or you could look at what's disturbing you from it. Was there something that you yourself thought that you did wrong? Or that you just don't feel right about anymore? Or was there something done to you that you don't feel right about? Now, there's always going to be something in the world, people who say things, who do things that you're going to disagree with. I know for myself that happens a lot, but some of that we can't fix, but the situations around us, most of the time we can. We can at least have a conversation about it. And I feel that this peace card especially is telling me that it's time for you to put certain things at peace within yourself or concerning other people. So it's dissolving unwanting or disturbing thoughts. And you have the Judgment card saying that you're accountable for everything you do in your life, good or bad. You know, I've been feeling all week since the beginning of this reading that there's something hidden about yourself that you may have done that you don't like. And I'm here to tell you, Pisces, that we've all done something that we don't like. We don't always take the high road. It may be something small. It may be something bigger. But we all have things that we regret doing and that we wish we could redo. Now, some of that we can't. We can't go back in the past and erase it. The best that we can do is acknowledge it to ourselves and to others if that's a possibility and move on from that. And the Judgment card is coming in to say, look, it will be if you acknowledge that you've done all that you can and you actually have done it, okay? I don't know. It's not saying that you can say, oh, well, you know, all's good now, especially if it's something you feel like you've hurt somebody else. But you can actually say, well, I did the next best thing that I could do is A, acknowledge it, and B, talk about it and try to see if there was anything I could do to help moving forward. And we're always moving forward from the present, moving forward. We can't go back in the past and fix it. We have to be in the present of right now. Okay? So we're going to be looking at that, and I feel that's what Spirit is saying right now. Yeah, I know. It's going to be an interesting week this way. So with the Peace card, we're going to put this aside. We're going to look at this later on. So with the Peace card, it says, there's truly no point in worrying about things that are not in your control. In other words, you can't go back and fix it, right? Worry doesn't help anyone, nor does it resolve anything. So sitting there thinking about stuff that happened or stuff that was done to you, it's really not going to make it disappear. And it's not going to make it any better. And like I said, you can't go back and change it. And the person who did wrong to you, they can't change it either. It's done, right? It happened. It's done. On the contrary, thinking about it over, it often makes things seem worse than they actually are. Life is such that we can always find something to worry about. Yet, for your own well-being and for the well-being of those around you, it's vital that you learn to deal with things in a positive way. To stop the endless cycle of disturbing and negative thoughts, you're advised to train yourself to focus on the positive side of things. Set aside time at the beginning and end of each day to meditate. Bring your awareness within. Feel and imagine yourself surrounded by love and light. Allow the universal light of love to fill your heart and mind. Imagine your thoughts dissolving and floating away into space. Your mind at peace, clear as blue sky. Focus on all that you are grateful for in your life and thank Mother Earth, the universe, for every blessing. They really focus on the fact that you need to feel better. And I do believe that. I don't believe that you should stay in pain or in a state of always constant resistance. that isn't no good. That isn't any good either. However, I do feel that in this case, especially for this week, Pisces, I feel there is something you can do. There's a phone call you can make. There's a letter you can write. There's a spirit guide you can call upon. There is something you can do to help yourself feel better, even if it's not a comfortable thing to do. It would be just easier to ignore. Trust me, easier doesn't always work because it will come back. The energy you carry stays with you until you deal with it. And that is the great big message I'm getting for this week. Deal with the energy you feel to bring yourself peace. Okay, it will bring you peace of mind. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take some courage. That's the main ingredient for what I'm talking about, Pisces. Because right here, right now, I was thinking, they were making me think of something, Facebook, which I don't go a lot on. I do have a tiny, like, Pisces group for the members, but I don't really go on Facebook that much anymore. These were two women who had separated, who had not, well, they separated. They just didn't speak that much, but there was harm done from one to the other, okay? And that was never acknowledged. And then at one point, the person who had caused the harm was writing on Facebook, "I've forgiven myself. I've learned to move on." And in other words, she was telling the other person, in other words, like saying, "Well, I've forgiven what I've done to you," without having a conversation with you about it. And she always told me, she goes, "That's well and fine, but that's just sweeping things under the carpet. It's the easy way out, right? When you don't get to talk to somebody and you tell them how you feel, it's, you don't risk the chance of having, like, blowback, right? Of them telling you, yeah, well, that really hurt me, and you really made me feel like crap, okay? You don't have to defend yourself. All you have to say is, like, I've become Zen and I've forgiven myself for the things that I've done wrong without actually asking for forgiveness. So this is the secret ingredient to get from that part of forgiving yourself. There's a step. It's almost like she missed a step here. So that peace that she's looking for is all right. But she definitely missed a step. And it's the courage. This is it. Exactly what I was thinking about. The courage with the beautiful blue coming in here to speak up and deal with it and actually talk to the people. The places that you have now realized that maybe you have done something maybe not so great. You know, and this doesn't need to be anything fantastically great, Pisces, but it's something that may be bothering your soul, okay? Like I said, sometimes I've asked for forgiveness to people who've said, I didn't even remember you did that. It doesn't matter. I did. I remembered, okay? And for me, I was proud of myself because it showed enough that I cared enough for them to let them know that I knew I had erred and that I felt bad about it. Because I feel that they deserve better from me. And it made me feel better. Okay? So, like I said, it's not all about them. Sometimes it's about you trying to get something out. Okay? So, it will take courage for you to go forward and maybe do something. And I'm giving you examples. I'm feeling like I said, like something's been done maybe to someone else. But this could apply to just about anything. Something that you're carrying with you. This is about a carrying of energy that's not helping you. Okay? Something's been uncovered. It doesn't necessarily have to be what I'm saying, but something's been uncovered and you have noticed it. And now you're going, oh, I have to fix this. That's the biggest one. Okay. All right. So what do we have here, Pisces, as cards? Let me see. We have the Star. We have the Six of Water, the Six of Cups. This is the Messenger of Earth. All right, so that's a page of Earth. And we have the Maze 16, which is, to me, the Tower. Right away, this card is calling to me, noticing something, because the Six of Water is usually something nostalgic about childhood. So this is something that didn't happen just recently. For sure, I'm feeling this is something from the past. Okay? The light from the star of you going on this path, I feel that this has been showing you a way. It's after the darkest hour, the dawning of a new day. This is, again, it's showing like the light shone in and really made you look at this. Okay? Okay, so if you look at this Star card again, what I get from her is this. If you look at her face, it's almost like she's come out of the water. And you know, I'd say these are horns, but I feel more like they're the fingernail moon. Like this is more the moon and the star in the background. I feel like she's just come out of the water, you know, didn't just emerge, not submerge, but emerge out of the water, that moon thing. And something's been revealed. You can see it on her face, right? That's what I feel. I feel like something's been revealed. The Messenger, the Page of Earth, again, it's the Apprentice. I love this. The Cold Journey, okay, and the Guardian beside her. I feel that you may feel that this is going to be like a cold road to go down. But it's both these cards are giving me the vibe that you have a feeling that this is going to be hard to do. The maze, the cold long road. It's giving me that vibe that you're thinking, oh, this is going to be quite the journey for me, and not in the good way. This isn't anything that you were expecting, beautiful Pisces. That's the sad part, is that this isn't anything you were expecting. But it's like have you ever had like water that you've boiled and then stuff comes like bubbles up to the surface? I feel that you were really surprised by that. This is the Hierophant card that we had yesterday, the Wisdom Keeper. You have the Two of Fire. The Two of Fire, it's contemplation. You also have that, this is making me think, and I know there's a specific word for, doctors have it on their licenses, but it's, for me right now, all they're saying is it's a healing. Okay, that's coming in. And remember, you guys, I was talking about Heal All? The plant. I took out my book yesterday. This is it right here. That's it. This is healing. So this needs to be done to heal you, Pisces. Again, the Nine of Earth. Look at this. Journeying. Showing you that you're not alone. Okay? They're showing me ancestors have done it before. Not only that, you may be here, but you have a whole group following you. Okay? You're a pack doing this. You may feel alone walking in those footsteps, and I'm hearing that poem that, you know, when you thought you were alone, I was walking beside you. This is talking about Jesus. But this is also, they're showing you that you're never alone, okay? You have guides, and you're never alone. You're never, ever alone. The wisdom keeper to remind you that it's good to be, believe in yourself and be the teacher and know what you are. It's very hard to admit when you've been wrong, but being able to admit that you still have more to learn and that sometimes you misstep is truly the mark of the greatest teacher. And I love the wisdom keeper. You become wise. Okay? You become so wise, Pisces. Wow, what a deep reading, my beautiful Pisces. What a beautiful. And going deep, eh? Going deep. I didn't talk about this card, but this is going deep. Oh, yeah. There's also the High Priestess with this moon. All right, so you have Craftsman of Fire and the Seven of Water. Okay, so right away what I get from the Seven of Water is usually the card of choices on indecision or whatever, but it's right now I feel that this waterway right here, everybody goes, you see all these animals going to water. I do see it. They're going to water, and they're following the cracks. But I feel this is kind of a two-way thing, Pisces. I feel that you are whole in the middle. This is most of you. This is like your energetic soul. But the cracks here, the cracks is what you're fixing, okay? These are the things that are leaking out of you. The little spots where you feel like you need to fix. But remember, there's the initial card where these cracks lead people to the whole. So take it and let that message come in. The cracks that are within you lead you, make you the whole person that you are. There's also a saying about a cracked heart and the light coming through, shining through, right? There's more space for light to come through. There's so much that can come, and they all apply. The cracks in our armor, the things that make us broken, are also the things that make us whole. Okay? The Craftsman of Fire, he's here to craft these blessings. The Craftsman of Fire is the King of Fire. He's the one who brings in that beautiful energy, Pisces. Okay? The one that's bringing that fire to mend, to melt it, to bound it together, to make it stick. Okay? So all of this fire energy that came in to give you that light, it didn't come to just show the cracks. It came in to mend you. Okay? All right. Ooh, last card. Went down, went down, went down. All right. Oh, look at this healing. Nice. So this is balance, okay? Temperance, but it's a card of healing. So I love the fact that you have all of this whiteness coming in, showing in all the cold spots. But in the middle, there's the star again, right here. Okay? You see it? And there's the melt. It's almost feel like in the side here, everything's turning green. So you're melting that. It's just beautiful. These cards are just, they're speaking through images. You can read what's in the book. The book is beautiful. You could read them intuitively. If you want to do the work with these cards, they're wonderful. They're the Witch's Wisdom. I highly suggest them. You get so much out of this. They're visually so just, they're just all there. They're just all there. Okay, so let's look at this really quick, and then we're going to call it a reading, and then we're going to come back with the Judgment card and do a reading with that. Important to you for your peace is the courage to speak the things that you need to speak, okay? Whether it's you feel you've wronged somebody or you feel you need to say something, I'm not going to put words in your mouth at this point, Pisces, because I don't know what your individual situations are. But there's something that you need to speak, something that was brought to light. It is bugging you, okay? That much I know. It is really annoying you. You need to get this out. It's from just all the work that you've done recently. Things may have changed in your mindset, in your spiritual path, in the way you've awakened. You name it, something has changed, and now you want to liberate. You want that freedom of being able to just give yourself that peace, okay? Now, yeah, so I'm going to leave it at because if anything that you're about to say is going to intentionally hurt somebody, intentionally, you know it's going to cause a mountain of damage. I'm talking about, really hurting somebody's life. And the only reason you're doing it is not to ease anybody, but to just liberate yourself. There's a difference between making things right and doing something selfishly. I needed to put that in there, okay? Because sometimes we think by speaking our truth, it's just because it doesn't feel good to us. You have to deal with those things, okay? Like I said, there's so many nuances. This is very specific this week, which makes it hard for me, Pisces, because these are general, right? So I like working with general, but there's all these nuances coming in. And when the icky comes in, that's usually what happens too. That's what I call when you have like these negative energies swirling around, driving you nuts. But this is something that was revealed obviously by her face and the emotional. It's like, coming out from the water and realizing, ooh, I have work to do, insight, something that is not of today, something that makes you feel like you're going to be going through a maze, that there's a long road ahead. You're just not quite sure how you're going to get it done, okay? You may be sitting there going, I'm not sure how I'm going to fix this. This is going to promote a lot of healing, and you're not alone on the journey that you're going into, and this presents you a whole different level playing field of wisdom. You're going to like level up wisdom-wise with this. The cracks that are formed around you, even though you're really whole, remember, it's not always a bad thing, and it's not just a bad thing or a good thing. It is a thing that makes it what it is, right? It leads people to the source. The crack leads people to the source, okay? How do you feel when you meet somebody you see as perfect? Well, you don't feel like you can measure up. When you meet somebody who's been through it just like you have a connection to them. This is the connection, okay? The craftsman of fire, showing you how to mend things, how to do things, how to level up, how to meet that challenge in fire and bring about a whole bunch of healing. That's the whole point. To thaw out the cold, to thaw out the stuff that's making you feel off, to rejoin. You have figures here kind of getting together in circle. There's a lot of help, okay? So please tap into that. I hope I'm not completely confusing you, Pisces, but I'm saying what I need to say, whatever's coming through for all of you, trying to help you out. I won't lie, these are very difficult for me this week because, like I said, I'm not just reading for one, I'm reading for many, and I'm hoping that something in here resonates with you. All right, so I'm going to let you go with that. I'm sending you love, light, and blessings. Thank you so much for everybody who's sticking around this week, and I'm going to let you go with that. I'm going to do the judgment later on. Hope I see you there. Take care. Bye for now.